Hello, welcome to our podcast, episode 96 on Squid Game. So, yeah, I'm finally talking about Squid Game because um, I figure I would, finally talk about it. This just shows I'm running out of ideas to talk about. Um, on the podcast because it's hard to come up with ideas, and yeah, I obviously still have a lot more I technically want to talk about, but yeah, it's hard to always come up with new ideas to talk about after almost 100 episodes. So yeah, but yeah, today I'm talking about Squid Game. So yeah, talking about the first season, there'll probably be a second released in 2024. Um, the I'm also going to talk about the sort of like reality show um, of Squid Game, Squid Game the Challenge. And I guess I'll also mention the Mr. Beast one since, yeah, like, might as well. But yeah, so, yeah, if you're here, you most likely know what Squid Game is and have most likely watched, Squid Game, the first season. Otherwise, why did you click on this video? Um, you know, or most likely, you saw the Mr. Beast thing, like, and somehow I've still not watched, you know, the actual show because sometimes you procrastinate to watch shows or movies that you want to watch. I know the feeling very well, but yeah. So yeah, most likely you watch one of those two. Most likely, I'm betting, you know, not everyone's watched, Squid Game, the challenge. So yeah, and I wouldn't blame you. Like, you know, for some they wouldn't like it, and for others, um, you know, it would be good, for them, that they'd be entertained. Me personally, like, I I can get past, it's a TV show. They're gonna make it more dramatic, um, you know, to entice people. But I was most invested in the first half, like the first half was kind of the best because you know, you know that like over time obviously people you like would be eliminated, but towards the second half it was like everyone I'm rooting for keeps getting eliminated. Eventually, by the time like the final three came, like it's like, wow, these two guys are nice. You're a bit of a 50-50 coin flip for me right now. Like I'm sorry for your backstory. It's pretty horrible. To technically be a survivor from like Vietnam War, but still your decision making hasn't always been the most sound. Probably the only reason you technically gone this far is probably, luck. I mean, there's some skill, but, a lot of, the things come down to luck in the end of the day. Like, you know, um, like if the cookie crumbles, yeah, there's skill to it, but it's also luck. Um, you know, um, like if you get an actual good one that won't break as easy, um, you know, in the battleships game, it's also, despite it's a game of skill, depending on who was chosen as the captains, it's also kind of luck, who's on the teams and who gets chosen as captain. So it's kind of chance. So a lot of it comes down to chance, especially that button push was kind of dumb. Like the little, literally chance. A lot of it came down to chance. Like the best things were chance based things. Like there was just a lot of moments. Where it was more chance than skill. So sure, I guess I'm happy with who was the victor, I guess, but you know, felt like someone, could have earned it more. I mean, she did technically earn it in the end because of her smarts, but because she got very lucky with like two of the three final games. I mean, technically all three because yeah, again she won. So yeah, it's kind of kind of dumb luck, you know, and yeah. So yeah, I really enjoyed the first half. I was hooked in the first half and didn't mind, the over dramatized bits, but by the second half I was like, come on, someone I like win, please, please. And another annoying thing is, they decided to split it up, the release things. So the first like 5 episodes came out on Monday. Then, like a week later, the next 4 episodes came out. And then, like a week later, the final episode comes out. So it was basically 5 episodes, 4 episodes, and then one episode. Really annoying. You know, how they decided to release it. So it meant I had to wait like a full week to even see like who won out of the, three remaining. I probably would have preferred the other two guys. I forget their names. I think one was Dan and one was Philip. I can't remember, honestly. But yeah, I would have preferred one of those two because I feel like, you know, my decision making was like, eh. Like, why are you making some of your decisions? I can understand some of them, but some of them, I think some of the others were right with like saying, my decision making sort of comes out of nowhere, which I agree for like most cases, except for one where she actually made a decision that actually made sense, but at that point, no one agreed with her because they were all allies with the person that, you know, made a choice that was, kind of selfish. So, yeah. At least that person didn't win, so, yeah. Karma will, get you in the end, you know, price paid for, being selfish when everyone was basically being selfless, and yeah, it's kind of tragic because I actually got one of the people I was rooting for, Trey, out. Trey should have definitely gone further, but because that person didn't play fairly, uh, but yeah, yeah. See, sometimes you get hooked in the drama, like, I was invested and then it sort of like all fell apart towards the end because everyone, you know, you get invested in, certain people, but then eventually it's like, boom, they're gone. Because it's, Squid Game, even though it's not real Squid Game like this show, you know, um, but yeah. Either way, yeah. But yeah, Squid Game, the show, is good and is basically, you know, flawless. Um, Squid Game, the challenge, kind of lost its muster after the first half because it just became like, painful to see everyone like going one by one, you know, everyone you invest in is gone. And yeah, as for Mr. Beast's one, it was, a decent recreation, but in comparison to the challenge, like, that, like, the challenge was made a lot more, like, cool in most cases than Mr. Beast's. But then again, Mr. Beast, like, was only doing it for a short thing, like 20 odd minutes. Was that how long the video was? It was like 25 minutes or something. It was actually quite short if I remember correctly. Um, uh, let me see. Yeah, 25 minutes and 42 seconds. That's really short in comparison to the challenge, which, is like 10 40-minute episodes. Um, like, um, yeah, like, Mr. Piece's one feels like really small size in comparison, and like, obviously there was a lot of expense put into it, but, it seems like, that the whoever produced it, put a lot of money into it. And, put a lot of money into, doing the show. So yeah. Um yeah. But yeah. Yeah. All three are, good to their own degrees. Like each one, technically has its pros and cons. Mr. Beast is, good but short, when, the season, is high quality, but technically the stakes aren't real, even though they feel real when you're, watching the show. As for the challenge, the stakes are real, but, the fact that, you know people you invest in could be gone by, the end of the game, you know makes it really hard to, predict who will win out of, 456 people, It's not like Survivor where, it's only like, 20 people or something. Um, you know, it's, 400, even though most of them you probably wouldn't even know, like get to know, and they'll be gone, um, you know, within the first few minutes, like a lot of people, get out at red light, green lights, um, you know, you know, you know, um, you know, most people will be gone, on like the first day on the first challenge, because I guess red light, green light is the perfect way of, calling who actually is, going to be ready for this, and, the people that, you know, you know, probably will most likely not be ready for it unless they get, another chance to, because, yeah, I bet, you know, seeing, it's a reality show, they're probably going to have some repeat people for, the second season. That's if it doesn't, like, get canceled because of the pricely cost of it, because like $4.56 million as the prize, and who knows how many millions it must have taken to produce the sets, and they produced them quite accurately to the originals. So yeah, like how much money are they putting into it, you know so how long until it becomes basically uneconomical to keep the show going. They're probably going to at least do one more season, but I doubt it continues, beyond one, unless they really did achieve good numbers. But I really doubt it, because, everyone was talking about, Squid Game when it came out, once everyone started to, discover it. But I haven't heard a whisper of anything about, Squid Game, the challenge, you know, it's most likely not going to continue long, especially with how much money is being put into it, unless they reduce the amount of money. But, you know, then people might feel angered and ripped off, if they reduce it to like, because even if they reduce it like technically, one digit to be the same as, the Mr. Beast one, which was 4,500, no, not 500, $456,000. There we are. Um, you know, um, you know, like even if they reduce it to, that, for future seasons, people are gonna feel ripped off. Like, why was it, 4.56, million, the first one, yet now it's this, So yeah. yeah, so, yeah, you know, and that will probably only kill off more because, once people realize, oh, the prize pool has gone down, I don't want to do this anymore, you know, that'll just kill it more, so yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling like it's only gonna go for like one or two more seasons before potentially lowering the amount of money or eventually just full on being like cancelled. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, uh, yeah, but yeah, yeah. Squid Game is a interesting phenomenon, and yeah, I guess we'll see how popular season two gets. That will probably actually cause a buzz when it comes out because it's been a while. But yeah, either way, thank you all for watching this our podcast, and yeah, see you all next time.